As FPS games have continuously grown in popularity over the years, as there have been a number of favorite games such as Battlefield and Halo, but nothing quite comes close to the popularity of the Call of Duty franchise. With high-quality first-person shooter games from the franchise including Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, World at War, and Black Ops, the range of games have achieved many senses of achievement for their Call of Duty fans. So, since the creation of the iconic game, the Call of Duty franchise has constantly evolved, expanding its fanbase at every turn with innovations such as Call of Duty Warzone and Call of Duty Zombies. Let's take a deeper look at the ongoing evolution of Call of Duty games below. So, welcome back to our channel, and today we will be discussing about the evolution of Call of Duty over the years and how the gaming experience has been further improved for the fans. And let's get started. Right from their launch in October 2003, Call of Duty has been constantly upgrading and improving their games for their users' pleasure. However, with a new Call of Duty game releasing every year, the franchise seems to both change dramatically, yet stay the same with every release. New mechanics and weapons help spice up the frantic gunplay players love, but so much of the core franchise has stayed the same for ages. But that doesn't mean that upgrades have gone unnoticed. So, let's take a closer look at some of the ways the Call of Duty series has radically changed since its inception. Number 1. Realism. Beginning with the very first upgrade in the game, once players get past Call of Duty's aged graphics and mechanics, they'll immediately notice the game's focus on telling a realistic story. Infinity Ward extensively researched as much about the setting as possible. Everything from the game's animations to models depicts World War II as realistically as technology could allow. Coming off of the Lone Wolf Ceramic Medal of Honor series, the Infinity Ward devs sought to create a much more realistic depiction of war with an emphasis on working with others. Of course, this focus on realism has eroded with each successive entry. 2. Health regeneration. Secondly, many FPS fans have criticized Call of Duty's Raspberry Jam effect when players get low on health. While annoying, it is an obvious indicator that the player is about to die and should enter cover to regenerate their health. What most don't know is that only the first Call of Duty and Call of Duty World War II's campaign are the only two instances where players didn't have health regeneration. Instead, players had to find health packs throughout the levels to regain their health. So, with the success of Halo's partial regeneration system, Call of Duty 2 would mimic it, and virtually every shooter has followed suit. 3. Settings. Talking about the third upgrade, with titles such as Call of Duty Advanced Warfare and Call of Duty World War II sharing the same franchise, it is obvious that the Call of Duty series has changed its settings over the years. The first Call of Duty started in World War II and would continue with that setting until Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare would shift the franchise into a more modern setting. It shifted around this time frame until Advanced Warfare brought the franchise further into the future, where it would continue to do so until World War II. With the most recent release being a reboot of Modern Warfare in a modern setting, the franchise has now come full circle. 4. Shift toward multiplayer. Many forget the time when Call of Duty was focused on providing a compelling campaign rather than innovating on competitive multiplayer. Call of Duty 1 through 3 had multiplayer modes, but they were not as fleshed out as players expect from modern titles. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare's inclusion of experience points, levels, perks, and create a class made for an addictive multiplayer component fans couldn't get enough of. Ever since Call of Duty 4, every game has made strides to innovate on its multiplayer with new features and modes. 5. Popularity. Gamers forget that Call of Duty wasn't always the juggernaut of FPS titles. Before Call of Duty blew up in popularity, most gamers spent their time fragging out in Halo or Unreal Tournament. However, this all changed when Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare released. The game's revolutionary multiplayer components made for an addictive experience that other games in the genre couldn't match. It rivaled other popular shooters at this point, but it cemented itself as a gaming juggernaut with the massive success of Modern Warfare 2, considered by many as one of the best Call of Duty titles ever made. So our most favorite game has definitely been through a big evolution over the years, and we cannot deny the fact that all of these changes have further enhanced our gaming experience, and hopefully its popularity will continue with the same pace in the coming years. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, then give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more amazing content coming your way.